I'm just seeing some reactions about the protest happening in Rivers State. Women are out there protesting the pronunciation of state of emergency in Rivers State. I see Law One community. It says, very funny, as if the protests go do anything. Since when have protests ever worked in Nigeria? I beg. Make una go chop. Now waiting them want them to do. Now this is what I am talking about. This was from Tito Olayeni. This is what I'm talking about. I am so proud of each and every one of them. Amaka Osanebi says, if they try to hurt those women, wahala go really start. This one says, Icon says, very good, power belongs to the people. The Bankeo says, Una President de France. The other one says, they are fighting for a spineless human. This is what you guys would have done since. So they were watching movie before. So it's more like they're pretty coming late. So they were watching movie before. This is what should be happening. Well done, women. As expected, this is supposed to be a nationwide protest. Okay. This other one says they need to fight for their rights. Solomilaya says, if them born any police, well, make them touch our mothers. You know, go better for them. Helondry Abuja says, now we are talking. Super proud of them. Chubby Muffing 90 says, them just wake. Sound Crests says, long overdue. Out women forward. The Global Jojo says, something that would have been done since make una entered house, drink cold water. Anyways, pretty interesting, really interesting. And most of the people here are just supporting the protest. And I'm just wondering, really, if everybody's supporting it, how come the streets of Rivers haven't been filled up with people, with youths stopping it, you know, or maybe protesting, or basically having their voice heard about this latest development? I mean, I don't know. Is there something I'm missing? And why is it that the women are the ones coming out to protest? Anyways, it's a good thing that the women are coming out. I mean, sponsored or not, it's always a good thing. I mean, when women come out to protest, you know there is a major issue. So whatever it is, I hope that these issues are resolved amicably and resolved quickly too. Illegality cannot continue happening in Rivers State. I mean, we just have to stop it. At some point, we just have to say, okay, let's everybody go back to normal. This is going to be 1 month on the 18th of March. It's going to be on the 18th of April, will be 1 month since that declaration happened. Women are mostly all about their home, what they can do to take care of their home, their husbands, their children. In this part of the world, you know, you rarely see women participate in politics. Very few of them will tell you that it is a very dangerous game. They don't want to get into. They don't want to get into that space or get involved in politics because of how dangerous it is, and how crazy it can be sometimes. But again, I want to also remind some women who thinking whether it's the right thing to do, get into politics or even pushing for their rights, that they should go and read the About Women's Riot in 1925. It was a liberation. If I fight for the very first time, the government started looking at Nigerian women differently. The About Women's Riot of 1925 was one that people would look at and say, look, don't push a Nigerian woman. You know, it's okay for a man. I mean, you can lock up a man, you can shoot a man, you can do anything to a man. But for the women, you can't really do anything if women decide, you know what, let's block the road. You can't hit them. You can't go and arrest them. You can't, you know, malhandle them. Because in the eyes of the world, hey, they are women. There are certain things you cannot do. So for women who will be contemplating whether it's the right thing to do, whether is it okay, is it not dangerous? You have a sole administrator who is a military man, retired in that state. Are you sure it's the right thing to do? It was, I mean, if you watch the last protest that happened, I think it was just Take It Back guys that did protest in Rivers State. The police didn't even allow them to gather. The police didn't even, the police arrested a journalist, arrested a few persons. They didn't even allow them to gather. They chased them, threw tear gas at them. And at the end of the day, nobody protested. Nobody did anything. This was just a few days ago. This is like Monday or Tuesday or so, you know. And now these are women coming out, you know. They would always tell you to exercise caution when you're dealing with women. Imagine this same thing that these police guys did to journalists and some protesters. They did it to these women. You know what's going to happen. You know, there's going to be some eruptions. It's serious eruption. You know, so it's beautiful to see that women are in that space, trying to push the narrative, trying to say to Fubara, look, trying to support Fubara and trying to tell the president to look, reinstate our governor. He is the one we voted, and enough of the politics, enough of the play and the brigandage. You just have to reinstate the government of River State. You know, you see, there are several things that the government should have thought about in declaring state of emergency. I mean, why is the government not declaring state of emergency on hunger? Why is the government not declaring state of emergency on pump price of fuel that has gone out of hand? See what's happening in Plateau State. The governor came out and said it's ethnic cleansing. In fact, you can't even count them, because in Nigeria, do we even have record? In my own very eyes, when Enugu State accident happened, where the truck carrying fuel spilled its content, I went to I was there to do a report in my own very eyes. In fact, the guys, the FRSCN guys, were angry that our station was there to report that particular incident, because we were the first media organization to arrive at the scene of that accident. They were angry that we're there. Secondly, when we counted some bodies, they said they later on in that evening, they reduced the number from the number that we had to the number that they wanted to tell the public. So you could say there's some sort of a measure of conspiracy that exists. I don't know how true, but I suspect there's a level of conspiracy that the law enforcement agencies have to always reduce the number of casualties, or maybe minimize the brigandage. Say there's a bomb blast now, over 100 persons died. They tell, it was like 7 persons died. I don't know what that thing does. Does it in any way help the society? Does it help our society? When you should be looking to be accurate in your number, to be looking to be even be tracing the families of the deceased, of those who are involved, and try to also go for condolences where necessary. But no, a Nigerian law enforcement would come to a scene of an accident, see 15 persons had died in that accident, and they would decide that in fact it's just 2. What's the idea around it? So that is, for me, what I don't really know when it comes to numbers as to what happened in Plateau. I mean, why is the president not declaring state of emergency in Plateau State when we had over 100 persons died and a community was invaded and people killed? The governor says it's ethnic cleansing and it's sponsored. We're not declaring state of emergency there. Why are we not declaring state of emergency in in Borno State, the governor himself said 3 local government areas have been taken from him. He's no longer administering over all entire Borno State. Too. Boko Haram has taken over 3 local government areas. Why are we not declaring state of emergency in that area? We will leave what we're supposed to declare state of emergency on, and then go and declare state of emergency that where there's no trouble that exists. So they bombed one pipeline. They declared state of emergency. Solar administrator has taken over control of River State. He has been appointing people, and allegedly people who Wike has penned down for him to be appointing in local government, in several appointive positions. And so, before the so-called state of emergency happened in Rivers, what was happening? Was there fighting? Was there, but was there something happening that was so bad? So it is now clear to everybody that the state of emergency is not born out of care for the people of Rivers State, or care for saving of lives and properties, or care for the fact that people people are dying, or to care for the fact that they are trying to protect the resources of Rivers State. It is clear now that it is more about politics. Securing 2027, making sure Rivers is in the pocket, maybe forcing Fubara to come to the table to negotiate with him, or better still, having appeasing Wike, since that Wike gave me Rivers in 2023. So I will just find a way to appease him, let him do what he wants to do, no matter whose ox is God. You know, when any president comes on board, they feel above the law. They feel they can do and undo. This thing I'm saying now, put it somewhere. A northern president will come and then declare state of emergency in Lagos. That Lagos that Tinubu has been screaming, it's my own, I'm the owner of Lagos, I'm the owner of Lagos. A northerner will come and declare state of emergency in Lagos. Heaven will not fall. We are laying precedents. You know, sometimes when people do this, Shey Ndume the other day now is shouting. They are doing no federal character. What's it they call them? The appointment is lopsided. Ndume was quiet when Buhari was around 8 years, where all his appointments, in fact, except for the ministers, that is statutory for every local, every state, left for Buhari. Buhari would have appointed everybody from the northwest. It's not even not anywhere, northwest. He's shouting now, but he didn't shout when this thing. We are laying precedent. Then none of them shouted. I think it was just the northern elders that were speaking that this thing is lopsided, and they will speak and do like this, and then go back and meet Baba. Now another southern president has come and is doing the same thing that the Buhari did. Now they are shouting. I hope that when the northern president comes tomorrow and declares state of emergency in Lagos, we will be fine, because he, like it or leave it, as a leader, any action that is inimical to the country, to the people, have serious consequences. No leader since 1999 that has done something bad and is against the people, against the will and the wishes of the people, that has ever gone scot-free. They always regret it. Look, see IBB screaming. Nobody touched him. He started saying, I beg, nah, lie, no, there's no Iboku. I know that election, I regret it. People who are leading today should learn from this thing. I would urge the President Tinubu reinstate Fubara. Have a meeting, let them amicably resolve that issue. I'm sure that everybody have learned their lesson. Keeping the sole administration for 6 months on the helm of affairs is not only unconstitutional, it's mark of a desperate politician. And I don't see him as a desperate politician. I see Jagaban as someone who plays politics smartly. I mean, somebody who has been in the position for that long. You can't wish him away. But I really don't understand the kind of politics he's playing as someone who is on the helm of affairs. Come on, man. I mean, I we should do better. Except there's something off his cards that I don't know yet. But I dare say that there's more to what Tinubu is than this thing. He cannot be this thing now. He cannot be this thing. I'm hoping so. This is time to correct the wrong and apologize. The leaders have make mistake. When they do make mistake, they come out and apologize. Life goes on. So these are my takes on this particular matter. I want to appreciate everyone for listening, for watching, and endeavor to subscribe and to like. We'd always love to hear from you as always. What do you think though? What's your take on this protest by women, specifically women? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. See you later.